Yes, it's so good to be loved by you. We got the King of Cups at the bottom of the tarot deck. The King of Cups is very loving. You know, the King and Queen of Cups. All right. Yeah, you most definitely would love to be loved by a King or a Queen of Cups. They're emotionally stable, okay? They are very intuitive and psychic, very intellectual, okay? That cup that they hold, surrounded by all this water, all right? The cup is overflowing with abundance. They are also very stable spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally. And they have a lot to share. They have a lot to give. This King of Cups with that fish there is usually a representation of a Pisces energy. So yeah, so good, so good to be loved by you. Let's see. Gotta love it. You gotta love it. The chariot. The champ is here. The champ. The champ is here. I said the champ. Hey. The champ is here. I said the champ. Hey. 777. Okay? That is heaven, heaven, heaven. Here on earth. This is the Holy Grail. Okay? And the ancestors. Protect the Holy Grail. This is a victory card right here. This is dealing with supreme being, okay, divinity, okay, triumph right here, overcoming obstacles, very intuitive, okay, balanced. And this is for freedom card, a victory card, a success card. All right. So she's on her chariot. So you better move out her way. Okay? Because she's free. And she's going where she need to be. All right? Standing and walking in her divinity. Yes. The Makita, greatness. All right? Yes, her ancient ancestors, her ancestors on all timelines, dimensions, and realms love her. All right? And protects her. All right? Yes. She holds the keys to her Akashic records. And this most definitely, this chariot energy is the return of power. Because the chariot is very powerful. Queen of Wands here, okay? Beauty, queen right here. All right? Mystical. All right? Powerful. All right? Loving, warming. Right? Have a lot of passion. Okay. That's also that eternal power. That's that Leo energy. Okay, that Lionsgate energy. Yes. That's most definitely Queen of Wands. All right. Take on new adventures. All right. That's what this is. New adventures, new opportunities, and taking it on with ambition, with great passion. The Tower. Okay. 18. No, I mean 16. Okay. Reduces to 7. Chariot. Right. So this tower that's here is making room for the chariot to come through. All right. The Page of Cups is right there. So some type of communication of some kind. Some type of planning with the Two of Wands. Someone planning to come in with a communication that's going to bring a tower. That's going to clear some things. I saw the star. Yeah, the star right there. All right. Ooh. Balanced. That star is 17, reducing to 8. Hey, we on that 8. We on that 8. She shines bright like a diamond. Okay, protected by nature. See, this is nature here. She's a part of nature, balanced with one divine oneness with nature. All right. Most definitely connected to the astral realm. It's that Sirius star energy. Very powerful. Very powerful energy. The Fool. Okay, a clean slate. All right. This is that wild card, right? This is that wild card, being able to, with a clean slate, being able to manifest whatever you want, okay? Whatever new beginning do you want is there for you, okay? To take on and take a leap of faith. Page of Wands, right? mm, mm. This is what we talking about here, y'all. The Empress. Number 3, Jupiter. Very abundance. Very creative. A manifester. An alchemist. Yeah, she's all that. Because she's embodies all of the queens of the tarot deck. You got the Queen of Wands. Check. The Queen of Swords. Check. Don't step to her wrong. Okay? Because she can analyze. She's from the rooter to the tutor. And she gonna know when you come up with her with some bull crap. All right? So you step with her. You step with her with honor, with respect, and with truth. Okay? Anything less than that perishes and gotta go. All right? Queen of Cups, very emotionally stable, loving, nurturing. Okay? And then what else? We said the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. Very fertile and abundant, grounded, and yeah, that would be the Empress. Hey, yes, and she is the magician. Okay, she manifested all of this using her hacker. Yes, becoming one with the universe. All right, invoking her ancestors in her angelic protection. And they were right there backing her too. Right? So something I want to say, right? Also, with that, when that Michael, the Hebrew word for Michael, he who is God, that is also with this government jurisdiction, governments and jurisdiction. It's dealing with religious structures as well, okay? Where they compromise themselves with the, so-called government to cause injury and loss to others, okay? Just wanted to say that. So know that, and I'm also thinking about um, non-disclosure agreements, okay? Some of these companies want to put you in a non-disclosure agreement, but with the wrong intentions, okay? And then they want to hold that over your head so you won't use your hecker. You won't be brave enough to use your hecker to speak truth because then they want to say, oh, I got you under a non-disclosure agreement. So now, no, baby. When you commit fraud, honey, that's null and void. When there's fraud involved, any type of wrongdoing is null and void. And ain't no piece of paper gonna ever keep me from speaking truth, standing on truth, and being true. You can try. But see, you ain't just gonna be trying to come at me, because when you come at me, you coming at my angelic and ancestral powers that are. Okay? So yeah, let it go. Because see, the only type of people that do stuff like that is people that have had the wrong intentions from the beginning. All right? So know that. Be that. All right? And another thing, I watch everything and everybody. And I watch patterns because remember, the devil is in the details and the details exposes the devil. So when it comes to y'all little heathens coming over here, okay, with this type of energy, seeking pleasure, thinking you doing something to harm me by gathering information. But see, the thing about gathering information, the information that you're gathering is half-ass, just like you, half-ass. Okay? That's that scarcity mindset. That's lack. That's the depleting, pattern that keeps you just low vibrational, keeps you in this cycle of self-destruction and toxicity and lack. Okay? And it keeps you from evolving perpetually and generationally. And you're so stuck, with all these spirits on you, including the spirit of illusion, because you can't see your own toxic patterns that you just infinitely going in a loop repetitively, okay? And that's a spirit of lack and spirit of scarcity generationally. And is one of the reasons why I cut cords with a lot of you peasants, because y'all just simpletons. It's just pathetic. And the way you act and think is pathetic, okay? You cannot get information, okay? And then it's like you only want to hear what you want to hear. You only want to see what you want to see. You only want to talk about what you feel supports your faulty, fake narrative, okay? Because when somebody is even giving you a whole, you don't want to take the whole. You want to take a piece of it. And then walk around here like you doing something. Walk around here like you nourished. No. You only got a piece of it. You wasn't able to even benefit from the whole, although it was available to you. That's self-poisoning. That's self-destruction. That's scarcity mindset coming from a place of lack. Okay? People are destroyed from a lack of knowledge. Lack. The lack of knowing, the lack of doing, the lack of acting upright and ethical and with integrity. You lack those things. You create imbalances. Your energy is imbalanced. Everywhere you go, everybody around, you just create imbalances. Those are the type of things and people that I've detached myself from. And I only wish you well, but I don't ever want you in my energy. Ever, never. Because all your values are all wrong. You confused. You in this delusion of grandeur. You're stuck. And you're in a repetitive cycle of patheticness. Why would I want to attach myself to that? Why would I want to stay attached to something like that? So I see you, although I can't see you physically. I see you and I feel you. I feel your energy. Remember, I am the I feel sign, okay? The high priest, the hierophant, the empress, that queen of cups. I am the moon, okay? I'm Cancer. Hello? Cancer, dealing with the home family, dealing with the ancestral realm. So what you think you doing? You telling me all I need to know, and you ain't even talking. I can't even hear you talk. That's what's called energy, you damn fools. It's energy. So y'all crazy. Half of y'all coming on here and listening to these readings, okay, with you know, uh, rose-colored glasses, half deaf, half blind, and a lot of you don't even know what I'm saying. Can't even relate. So why are you here? You ain't ready for this. You ain't ready for this type of knowledge, esoteric knowledge. This comes from the spiritual realm, the ancestors. A lot of you don't even honor your ancestors. You praise and honor something ain't got nothing to do with you. Some false image of some pale-faced demon. Talking about God, talking about Jesus, talking about the Bible, and you ain't following nothing up. You causing injury and harm to people. What's godly about that? So what kind of God are you serving? Hmm? The government ordinance department? That's what kind of God you serving. God. That's the God you serving. Because you're neglecting the first God. You know? And that's the God, the divinity within self, within you. That's malnourished, deficient on all levels. Okay? So, you ain't hiding. Okay? I'm much too masterful and intellectual for y'all foolishness. But who y'all think y'all hurting? You ain't hurting me. You only bringing more mess to your camp, to your home front. And you're going to continue to do that until you realize, oh, wait a minute. It's me. It's me. It's always been me. You. It's you. It's always been you. Goodness gracious. Y'all there, throwing rocks and hiding your hands and you think you ain't going to be sought out? So, the time is up. Your time is up. And I'm sure that you've gotten a lot of signs and symbols to cease and desist. And because you're ignorant and you in this scarcity mindset, you in the energy of lack and depletion and destruction, self-destruction, okay? And you got the spirit of illusions. You failed to see the signs and you failed to listen to them. You ignored them. Okay? The universe is always in a cycle of expansion, evolution. So we being a part of that, being one, with the universe, that's exactly where we should be, okay? In the state of evolving, right? So, read something to y'all because y'all people coming on here, you don't read. This is why they say you put something in the book if you don't want a nigga to know. If you don't want a nigga to know something. Okay. Y'all too lazy to fully comprehend or watch something fully in its full capacity to even try to comprehend. Y'all want to pick and choose what you want to do, what you want to watch. Then want to just go and have this, filling up the your hecka with all this worthless talk, with all this word witchery, okay? All this, negative, low vibrational talk. Not doing nothing for yourselves, not doing nothing for the people around you, not doing nothing for the earth. So with that, you will perish. But there's a lawful and legal disclaimer on this page. When you come on here, anyone, okay, it's a self-executing contract. As a visitor, viewer of this channel, you are in full agreement and consent to these terms ab initio. That means from the damn beginning. The content, including the pictures and voice of the speaker, not to include music that may be played. I do not own the rights to the music on this channel. Peace Love 2680 is the intellectual property of and created by the sole being whose main image is displayed on this channel, in parentheses, Divine, Doula. All rights and remedies are preserved and reserved. Any unauthorized reproduction, redistribution, or re-upload of any material on this channel is strictly prohibited without the written consent of the copyright owner or owners. For permission requests, contact Divine, Doula, at, it has something there. Any violations in any form is injury and immediate action for damages against the person or persons concerned. The amount of $3,000 per violation will be owed and immediately due to the injured parties. So choose wisely your actions, okay, in your energy, okay, and what you speak when you come here. This ain't that type of party. I've said this plenty of times. I'm not here for social status. I'm not here to monetize off this. All right? These recordings is going to get passed down to my posterity so they can see who their grand and great-great-grand mother was. Ashe. And also to use this as a tool to kind of nourish my gifts. So you're not taking nothing from me, all right? You can't. What you didn't give it, you cannot take it away. So you people hiding behind these fake accounts and all of this and all of that is like, get your life together. Utilize that energy to do that. If you don't have nothing positive and good, of good value and fortune to contribute, you not ready. You got to start with your own self first and foremost. Okay? You're like boo hags. Let me go to that. Shadow of scarcity. Now, the boo hag, the shadow of scarcity is in the temple of shadows. Okay? Now, the temple of shadows in the African Goddess Rising Oracle Guidebook, that's an illumination card. Okay? Which means it's it's something that you need to highly pay attention to. All right. So the shadows represent your greatest fears and dark feminine with omnious creatures and monster goddesses of the African diaspora. The secret of the shadow self is that so-called monsters often have our greatest gifts. This energy vibrates iridescent white. Okay. So this is your shadows that you need to work on internally. Okay, that scarcity mindset. Now, the element of this card is air. Let me bring this card out. Okay, Since y'all want to come on here, I got to teach because I am naturally a teacher. So y'all want to come on here, y'all gonna get something, right? Gonna get a lesson. All right. This is the scarcity card in the African Goddess Oracle. All right. Number 21. The 21 is what? The world. Okay. And then it reduces to 3, which is the Empress. All right. 3 also dealing with Jupiter. So you got to close out these old cycles, which meaning you got to go in and do that self-work, that healing work. Deal with them dark shadows of yourself in order to get to that, to close out the cycles. Okay. In order to get to that wealth, that fortune, that Jupiter, the number 3 offers, in order to stand in your Empress energy, okay, or emperor energy, all right? So, the element of air, okay, that's Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius energy, okay? That's also that communicate, okay, transmitting, all right? So, the shadow of scarcity, beauty by day and hag by night. The Sakawant is an energy vampire, okay? So that's what y'all coming over here doing with your little low vibration energy because you need something to feed on. So you're energy vampiric, okay? Also known throughout the diaspora as the old Hegu and Buhag, okay? Whether energy or blood, for vampires, there is never enough to go around. So that's why you keep coming over here because you're looking to feed, okay? It ain't enough to go around nowhere else, all right? And then y'all feeding, y'all going to each other with these low vibrational, discussions and rallies discussing what you just, okay? And it's just never enough. So that ain't enough. So now you have to come over here for some more and then just do it all again. So you're just in this toxic cycle and you're wondering why you just never have enough. Okay? Because you're in a toxic cycle. All right? So the shadow guidance here is you have so much more than you realize. You have access to unlimited joy, love, good times, pleasures, and prosperity. Okay? Be grateful for your riches. But a lot of you will never ever tap into that because until you do the shadow work and get out of this scarcity energy, this lack energy, this peasant energy, okay, this toxic energy. Now, the embodiment of this card. Stop going to the ocean and asking for a thimbleful of water. And that's what y'all doing when y'all coming over here. Then y'all want to go and gossip. About what? You ain't even got, you ain't gossiping about nothing true. No truth. You ain't standing on truth. You ain't speaking truth. Because you don't have no true bone in your body. You have no integrity. You have no morals. Okay? So you go into a whole ocean, which is here, and then you doing little immature, little low vibrational things that you're doing. You're not even getting what you could be getting. Basically, is what I'm saying. That's scarcity. So it continues to say, it doesn't feel like it when you're desperate. But scarcity and lack are an illusion, you see. And that's a spirit. I told you the spirit of illusions. Okay? And y'all desperate. Prosperity is believing that there is an overflow, more than enough love, happiness, well-being, and money to go around. That's abundant. And you need to understand that mother, mama, mama universe is abundant. There is enough to go around. You don't have to rob Peter to pay Paul. You don't have to commit theft and injury to someone, okay? Because there is enough to go around. But you can't see that truth, okay? You can't walk in that truth. Until you go in and get rid of all the delusions and the illusions and do the shadow work. You can't see those things. Okay? You can't see your infinite abundance. 888. Vampires take from others because they don't have enough life force for themselves. This is scarcity consciousness. When you embody lack, you are always hungry, tired, and jealous. And that's why you come here. Because you're hungry, you're tired as hell, and you just full of jealousy and envy and hate. Okay? Because you don't have enough life force for yourself. Now, I'm going to give you an assignment. Do this for yourself. Make a gratitude list. What are you grateful for right now? Write it down on some paper in a writing utensil, not your phone. Connect to something. Now, the goddess declaration is, my blessings always overflow. That could be an affirmation that you can say, especially on this day. Okay, and maybe for the days following, until you actually can feel that and really, see that and put it in, incorporate it in your everyday life. I'm going to say it again. My blessings always overflow. Now, I'm going to suggest you think about things, your blessings, not, beyond the mundane, beyond the material things. Okay? Because a lot of you, that's as far as you can think, but it's deeper than that. So focus on those blessings that's deeper than the material things. So that's your assignment for today on this 888. Redirect your minds, redirect your energy, and then you will redirect your life abundantly. Go in and do the shadow work. Stop walking out here wearing all these masks, okay? Because this is a time that secrets are being revealed and the masks are being removed, okay? I'm looking for that card. There it is, masks. You're wearing these, walking around here wearing these false masks, okay? Being fake and phony and ugly. And I'm talking about your spirit because you wounded, okay? You wounded, you really hate yourself, all right? But you need to step into your divine divinity and connect with your divine lineage, all right? Stop committing these betrayals, these little sneaky, covert, hateful betrayals. Stop resisting doing the work, okay? And balance yourself out. Understand your worth. Walk in that. Walk in your truth. That's true liberation, honey, okay? You have to feel safe within yourself first, all right? Create that safe space within yourself to begin your spiritual awakening, all right? Go through that radical rebirth, all right, that you need to go through, all right? That death and transformation. Oh yeah. Yeah, that death and transformation. Get into the spirit of self-love, okay? Right? That's the first love that you need to focus on. All right? Yes. And that's true pleasure when you're in the energy of self-love, not doing things to cause injury and harm to somebody else. You don't get pleasure out of that, okay? That's, demonic, spirit, spirit energy right there, you know. And it's also self-sabotage, all right? So, yeah, it's time that y'all do something different with yourselves, all right? Because this type of stuff, it ain't working no more. It's dead. And I've called judgment on it, okay? Get your shit together. Stop carrying on these generational toxic curses and patterns, okay? Look at your family. Look at them. Look at the patterns. Then look at you. And then if you have children, look at your children. What radical change has happened? Okay? Talking about blessings and abundance, but that's not real blessings and that's not real abundance. That's false. That's fake. Because if you're not walking in your truth, if you don't have first and foremost self-love for you, then it's not real. It's an illusion. Okay? And there's a spirit of illusion that took up camp in your body, mind, and soul. And probably along with other spirits. Because it's just energy. Okay? And when you do this type of work, you'll start seeing those same spirits following, being, going through your family, your bloodline. And like, this is the same spirit that so-and-so, my so-and-so, and my so-and-so dealt with. And it's still here because I'm dealing with it and my children dealing with it and blah. Okay? So yeah. When you gonna decide to make a radical change? So that's my guidance to you all. Peace.